Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Colette and I'm going to do some mediumship for you. I tend to do this every so often. There's no real day for it now. It's just whenever I feel up for it and I feel there's a pressure building up. So if you can receive a message today, please acknowledge it if you can. That can be in the comments, or it can be in a private email to me, because all the spirits seem to want is just to be acknowledged. And remember, if you can take a message for someone else, then do pass it on, but be kind, choose your time, make sure that they're up for it as such. So White Storm's here, said some prayers, and we'll see who's coming through with a wee message. The first person I have is simply giving the name, excuse me, Rose. And Rose has met up, I think, with maybe a friend, Iris, in the afterlife, and also Christine. And I think that message is connected to a Pamela who may still be here on the earth plane. Rose seems to be quite a gentle spirit, one that would be around family but not actually make their presence felt so much. I'm getting the impression that she's very much watches from the background. So if anyone in that family has thought, where's Rose? Rose is about. She's just not a noisy spirit, put it that way. I have a Tim. Yeah, Tim's in spirit for Jessie or Jessica. Jessie. And this might be reversed. This feels like maybe a mum that's still here, but a son that's in spirit. Yeah, I'm not getting any direct communication, just the names and the bridge. So I hope someone can take that. Sorry, it's not so specific, but it is what it is, I suppose. I have a woman in spirit who says in her younger days she did flamenco dancing. Oh, I would have loved to be able to do that. I did a lot of dance, but not flamenco. I tried it, but it needs to be something that I think is to me, it's very tribal. So it needs to be coming from almost the heart of the community as such. Anyway, she's giving a name Amy, which I think is here. Now it could be AMI, it's like Amy. And much love to that name. This lady seems very, very, very delighted with the way that she danced. I wonder if she was professional or it was just something that she loved. Thank you. I've got Jeremy, I think Jeremy, it's quite a posh name. Jeremy in spirit for Letitia. Again, when I open up and there's global stuff going on, we tend to get from all over the world, but then my platform on YouTube is pretty global, so it's definitely like a Jeffrey or Jeremy name for Letitia or Letitia. And I believe he's maybe got a little animal. Does that make sense? I wonder. There's a Letitia that gave info for my Death in the Afterlife book. Wondered if it's for her. Interesting. Yeah, that's all I'm getting on that one. So, but definitely it's like a Jeremy, Jaffrey name. What was it? The guy in Game of Thrones, Joffrey. That sort of feeling to the name. I'm sorry, I'm not clearer on that. Right. I've got a message for a Jason that's still here on the earth plane, and I think it's from this father or grandfather. Again, another Jari initial, but I don't think it's Jason. Maybe James. It seems he might have had James. The dad or granddad might have had James in his name, but maybe wasn't what he was known as, or it wasn't a first name for Jason. It's like maybe it's time to I'm feeling maybe it's time to go home, but almost in a, maybe it's time to go back to your roots, back to where you came from, or maybe visit people that you've left behind. Is that right? So it's not like, I don't think it's physically go and live where you lived. It's almost like go back to where you came from, and find what you need to find there. It's an interesting one. I've got a message for what seems to be a person who called Sanya. It's not Sandra, it's like Sanya. And it's from a grandfather that had a P name. And I don't know if he's that long over actually, because he's not as strong as I would be expecting coming through if he was over maybe 10-15 years. So I don't think he's over that long, but he is fine. Got a message to Shona from an Agnes in spirit who needs to let her know that she's fine and she's looking after all the family. It's a youngish man. Again, I'm not sure if he's over quite a long time or if he's just not used to giving a message, or he's not sure what he's doing. He seems to be Joshua or Josh, and he's found he's found a place in spirit that I don't think he had on earth. He's found a place to be able to be gentle and almost more able to show the creativity and the sort of inner compassion that he had, more than in his circumstances here on the earth plane. Is that right? Okay, thank you. And I've got a message from Janine to Rebecca. And Janine is doing fine in spirit and wishes greetings for maybe the autumn, greetings for this time. Thank you. Got a little bird now. The animals have to get in, don't they? They always have to get in. It's like it looks like a canary actually. It's quite yellow, quite small. It's not like a big parrot or anything. It's quite a small bird. And I'm trying to make a name out here, but it's hard. Obviously, I don't speak. I don't speak bird, but on a mental projection, I'm getting some sort of P sounds like pretty or perty or something like that. The owners of this bird just loved it to bits. Were devastated when it passed over. I'm not quite sure that I've got the canary aspect right. It's just that it's got a lot of yellow in its feathers. Someone used to try to make it, to teach it to speak with an Irish accent, if that makes any sense, or with a very different accent. Again, that sounds more like a parrot, doesn't it? I'll give it as it is and not try and change it, or White Storm might send a big bolt of lightning. I did my best, wee bird. And I think I'll leave it for that for now. Maybe there's one more thing coming through. Sorry, not one more thing, but that I mean message, not person or spirit, but one more energy to deal with. Again, you need to excuse me. This is my first time back, and we're still in the middle of stuff going on with Jim's health and stuff, etc. And I don't feel as I'm sharp, but I'm doing my best. There's a man coming through, and honestly, the sound of the name is like Morta, like almost a Marta Morta. I'm letting my head, I know I am, I'm letting my head go because I'm thinking Morta, is that just someone saying they're dead in maybe Italian or Spanish? No, I think this man did have a name that was like Morty or Morta. Again, folks that are trying to enhance their mediumship, watch what happens here when I take the message and then let my brain kick in, going, that sounds like just morta, someone saying they're dead, and that's not necessarily what was going on here. And White Storm was just looking like, there's a Scots phrase that we say that White Storm does not say, but he looks as though he would be saying it, and it's I right, which means yes, right, but it's not said in a normal answer way. It's sarcastic. When someone does something or says something, you say I right, meaning are you joking? And I think when I start to go down my brain route rather than third eye route or mediumship route, and White Storm looks at me, so he's going, aye, right. Anyway, so we'll stop that there. Know that this man, whoever he is fine, and hopefully we'll get more mediumship and I'll be more alert. Please, if you can, send some prayers for Jim's back and hip and knee, and me to have the energy to keep looking after them, but also doing the things that I love as well. So remember, if you can pass on a message from these spirits, please do so, and let me know in the comments or in an email privately. I will get round to catching up with all the comments soon. Anyway, many blessings now. Bye.